We did lots of things when this place first started, like 16 years ago. I don't think with the intention that it would be around forever, but like that it was just a good thing to do at the time. And I guess that's a real testament to like a need in the community and it being done well, that it's still going strong so many years later. Gosh, is it 16 years?
The Turnstile Bike Shed started in 2006, and there were some people living in this house who were part of organising an event called Students of Sustainability, and they built a whole lot of old bikes for people who travelled to Brisbane for this event to use while they were here. And then at the end of that couple of weeks, they brought all the bikes back here. They didn't really know what to do with them, so they thought, oh, maybe we can start some kind of place to work on bikes and lend them out, and that grew over years into the Turnstile Shed.
Me and a bunch of other folks were kind of scouring all of the council pickup collections in various suburbs all across Brisbane to find bikes. We were slowly doing them up the best we could, and we used them for the conference, and then afterwards we had a whole stack of bikes and thought, well, what are we going to do with these now? I think we had about maybe like 20 to 30 bikes, so not heaps, but like a lot for one backyard.
A bike kitchen is another word for a bike cooperative. It's basically an area where people come together and work on bicycles as a community, and generally it's all free and you don't have to pay someone to fix your bike, but the idea is that you come and learn about how to fix your own bike.
In the early days, it was mostly just our friends that were coming or people that we knew were on bikes. We would say, hey, come to this thing and, you know, fix your bike and maybe help us build a bike for a refugee or someone that is a student and doesn't have much money, and this would mean a lot to them to have a functioning bike.
After being here for 8 years, nothing surprises me anymore. There are a lot of funny things that go on from time to time.
We got donated a stolen bike, so we fixed it and we tried to sell it, and then the person spotted it, so we said, come in, we fixed it for you, come and grab your bike. So that was a good result.
What surprises me is how many people know about the bike shed. It's never advertised, but there's just a constant flow of generous donations and people coming to use the space and to fix their bikes. The local bike shop sometimes even refers customers to us when they're looking for maybe a vintage part or something that they don't stock.
Sometimes we get people who are from far-flung, from the other side of Ipswich or Logan or whatever, and make a special trip in here on a Sunday morning to access our pile of junk.
Some other interesting things we've done in this space, for a while we were doing ghost bikes to commemorate people who've been killed on their bikes in this area.
For me, it's about getting bums on bike seats. I think a community of more cyclists is a community with happier people, healthier people, and safer and more enjoyable public spaces.
Since coming here, I've learnt things like how to service a hub. I've learnt how to recable a bike, which was really cool, and just really useful things like how to change and adjust my brakes, how to adjust my gears very slightly.
Compared to cars, bicycles are mechanically quite simple, and I think that's really empowering to be able to acquire the knowledge and the skills to keep your own vehicle running without having to outsource that.
I think cycling as a woman, that people just assume that I know nothing, and so I kind of get met with a lot of like shock and surprise when I'm like, oh, I think like there's a problem with my derailleur or whatever it is, and someone's like, you know that word? Inclusive spaces is massively important. It's what Turnstile's all about. So
Being involved in the Turnstile Bike Shed led me to a job in the bike industry.
The bike shed's hosted by a running share house of 4 housemates who live upstairs, but they've curated a space downstairs where they offer to the community for causes that they believe in.
we as housemates often have this huge pile of bikes, and so just the moving things on is a bit of a challenge, but the things that we can't use, we recycle. You know, everything that comes here, we are diverting that from landfill really, because a lot of people just bring bikes here that they don't need anymore.
We've got some pretty specialised shop tools. We've got a fairly comprehensive inventory of second-hand parts. We've got new consumables. So come along, come tune up your bike here, show someone else what you're doing, ask someone else what they're doing.
It's just such an opportunity to build community, to share and to learn yourself, but also to contribute to something better. And I think it's just such an amazing cause. I'd love to see more people coming along.
Yeah, so good. Thank you, Kelly.